A few weeks ago, I got a call from Jeff from my local fish store, One Fish, Two Fish in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. He tells me, your rays make me want rays, and I thought, fantastic. He says, I'm going to get a couple of pearls and put them in my 300 gallon, and when they grow too big for it, I know somebody with a really big tank that would probably take them off my hands. And I said, I entirely agree. I think you should get those rays. But then I started thinking about my own stingrays. We already have 4 freshwater stingrays in here. I've got a male pearl stingray and 3 black diamonds. I've got 2 females and a male. I thought to myself, I wonder if Jeff could get me a female pearl stingray. Because now he's got it in my head that I'm getting more stingrays eventually, but it could be a couple of years before they outgrow his tank and I get to have them. I think you guys know where this is headed. I had Jeff order me in a female pearl stingray, and she came in last week with all of the plants for the 375, as well as a ton of other fish for the racking systems. After a very long flight, she arrived in perfect shape. Although she's just a little pup, just as I was expecting her to arrive, and she needs to go into quarantine so I can monitor her, make sure she's eating, and doesn't have any health issues. However, given that her size is so much different than the rays already in this tank, it wouldn't be a great decision to kind of just throw her into this tank right away. She needs to definitely put on some size and be eating at least very similar sized food to these guys. Simply because if I put her in here, 2 things might happen. The other rays will be more aggressive and get all the food, or if I feed her all types of small food, and I have to feed these guys at the same time, they're probably just going to eat it regardless of the size, and she's not going to be able to eat the bigger stuff. So I got to put on some weight on her, get her some size before we transfer over here. But she can't stay in that quarantine system forever, because I need that quarantine system for other fish, and I only have so many tanks to quarantine new fish in. So the stingray is going to have to come out to one of these racks temporarily, and so is the Asian arowana. So what I'm planning on doing is tossing them in this tank for the time being until the stingray puts on some size, and then we'll throw them into the 2000. On a note of fish going in the 2000 though, there is a lot of other fish coming to be stocked in the 2000 here shortly. They should be here within a week or 2. I'll let you guys know what they are, but you guys are going to be entirely excited, and it's a highly requested fish. I'll give you that. With that said, over the last couple of days, I've really been hustling and trying to get these racking systems set up and done. However, I do have 4 set up and ready to go. This one here is set up completely and running with water. This one here is, half set up, half full. I'm just doing some water tests right now. I think today I'll get it running completely, and we'll see what happens. I'll show you guys how I set these up in a future video. Today is all about that new pearl stingray. So I think she'll probably be the last ray that goes in here for the next couple of years at least. This will give me a really good idea of how this tank is going to be able to handle 5 stingrays long term. Plus it's a nice balance in my opinion. I'm gonna have 2 males and 3 females. But on that topic of males and females, I have been asked quite a bit, will rays interbreed with other species? And the simple answer is absolutely. You'll just get hybridized stingrays. Their color patterns and whatnot might look different than what you might be expecting, but in a lot of cases, hybridized stingrays are highly in demand depending on what they look like. Bottom line is though, yes, they will breed. I can't stop it, but I'm not really looking to breed. That's not a focus here. I just know within a couple of years, they're going to do it anyway. Now that you guys know what the new fish for this tank is, I've got to ask you, which pearl looks better? I know this female's got a ton of potential. I think she looks fantastic, but you guys seen when I had the male pearl and we rescued him, what he looked like when we first got him to what he looks like now, and that's like one of the biggest allures of having a pearl stingray is they evolve in their color patterns as well as the contrast to those colors, and it's going to be really interesting to see what she looks like long term. Ultimately, my only concern right now is making sure that she's eating and she's healthy, and so far, so good. Anyways, guys, I have a lot to do out here in the gallery this week, so I gotta get back to work, but I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and you're as excited as I am about this new stingray. I'd also like to thank you for watching, and if you join me this coming Thursday, I will have a new video for you. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to this channel yet and you are interested in the things that I'm interested in, I highly suggest that you do subscribe so you don't miss any of it.